Right now, NewsNation is tracking the nationwide No Kings rallies, millions of demonstrators gathering all over the country. These massive rallies demonstrating against President Trump's agenda. Independent Senator from Vermont, Bernie Sanders, expected to headline D.C., and we are bringing you the latest from these nationwide rallies. We've got cameras everywhere. Right now, you're taking a live look at the No Kings rallies in New York and Washington, D.C. on your split. Thousands of protesters are flooding the streets of major metros, calling out the Trump administration. And these demonstrators claim the president is trampling the Constitution. But the GOP is pushing back, dubbing the protests anti-American. We're going to talk about it now. Joining us to discuss, Republican strategist John Thomas, Nest Point managing director, and Democratic strategist Anthony Davis, founder and CEO of the Davis System. Thank you both for being here today. John, let's start with you because we're taking a look at the Associated Press. Nearly 2/3 of Americans disapprove, as we take a look at the numbers, they disapprove of the president's job performance in his second term. So we take a look at these mass protests, and we wonder if it signals about the public's perception of President Trump and his policies. How do you see it?
Well, first, a couple things. One is President Trump's approval rating actually has ticked up 2 points during the shutdown, which signals to me that Americans are siding with Trump and the Republicans. And I think I'm not entirely sure, this brings me my next point, I'm not entirely sure what this No Kings protest is about. Are they insinuating that he wasn't duly elected? Are they protesting the military celebration that Trump administration is doing, the same military peace through strength that's bringing unprecedented peace across the world and might bring this Ukraine war to an end? I'm not entirely sure. It seems like they don't like secure borders. They just don't like the Trump policies, I guess. But it also seems like they're saying he's an oligarch. I'm mixed on their messaging, and I don't quite get it.
Yeah, I mean, we've got No King signs everywhere, and there are some other colorful signs there as well. Anthony, you know, Republican lawmakers, including Speaker Mike Johnson, are calling today's protests Hate America rallies. So what do you say to Republicans who claim these demonstrations are anti-American?
Well, I say that when you have Republican members of Congress calling these Hate America rallies, it's not only dangerous, it's quite literally not true. America was founded by fighting a revolution to reject a monarch. And when our country starts to bow to one man, showing up to protest feels as though the most patriotic thing one can do. So to call these Hate America rallies is not only inaccurate, it's dangerous, and it's discouraging of folks exercising their First Amendment right.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to continue to watch it all unfold, but it is many people, you know, we've had a couple of guests on our program today saying that they are concerned about about Johnson's showing up and saying what he said. I'm going to actually ask you, John, to weigh in on that before we move on to the next subject.
Yeah, I actually think Speaker Johnson's right here. I mean, it seems like what the protests, if I'm trying to parse through some of the signs and language here, but it seems like the protests are largely protesting, again, some of President Trump's and the administration's most fundamental policies that got him elected by the people. That's the opposite of a monarchy, the opposite of a king. These policies are immensely popular. And look, a lot of the protesters that I've seen just through watching video are anti-Israel, pro-Hamas, pro-legal immigrant, anti kind of American immigration policy. So I think it's fair for the speaker to say what he said here.
All right, I'm going to give you a chance to weigh in. Anthony, I see you shaking your head.
Well, when you're in the middle of a government shutdown, when people have seen mass officers carrying out immigration detentions, federal troops occupying American cities, education resources, environmental and voting protections being slashed, one can question how popular these decisions by the Trump administration truly is. And we can see that in the approval ratings, and we can also see that in 2,600 events being organized, not only here in America, but worldwide today.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.